Hi students, today we are going to see very important acid, that is sulfuric acid. Okay, what is the molecular formula for sulfuric acid? H2SO4, right? So preparation, we know that by contact process we can prepare sulfur dioxide. If you hydrolysis, we will get oleum. From that we will get sulfuric acid, that we have seen in the previous video. Now physical properties. What's the color of that sulfuric acid? Yes, colorless. We may see in the laboratory. Okay, colorless, right? And also which is very viscous liquid, which having high viscosity, that is 1.84 per at 298 Kelvin. Okay, viscosity. So we can see it like oil. Okay, we can see viscous liquid. What's the reason for that viscous liquid? Because of hydrogen bond, and also it's having high boiling point. Why it's having high boiling point? High boiling point, and also because of hydrogen bond. Where hydrogen bond present, we can say that will have solubility in water. It will soluble in the water. Okay, and also we can write the freezing point. What is the freezing point? 283 Kelvin. 283.4 Kelvin. Listen carefully. Kelvin means we can subtract with 273. So 10 degree. Right. Then it can form hydrate. What do you mean hydrate? With water? It will form monohydrate dihydrate like H2SO4 with 1 mole of water, or H2SO4 also reacting with 2 moles of water. They are forming hydrated sulfuric acid. Okay. Then now we will see some chemical properties of sulfuric acid. First react with sucrose. What's the molecular formula for sucrose? C12H22O11. Sucrose react with sulfuric acid. What will happen? It will form hydrated sulfuric acid. You just remove 12 carbon alone, remaining it will form hydrated sulfuric acid. 11 H2O, 11 oxygen, 12, so 22, becoming 11 water molecule. Then with formic acid, H2SO4, what will happen? Here also monohydrated, because one carbon will go out as a carbon monoxide, remaining water. So CO with H2SO4, H2O, monohydrated sulfuric acid will form. With oxalic acid, what's the structure of oxalic acid? COOH. It is given COOH twice. One will go as a carbon dioxide, another one will go with the water. So remaining will get CO, carbon monoxide. So what are the things? This water will go as a hydrated sulfuric acid as usual. So remaining one is carbon dioxide, other one is carbon monoxide, along with that monohydrated sulfuric acid. Okay. So all are example for hydrated sulfuric acid. Yes. First reaction, what is that? It is highly reactive, we know that very well. Okay, first reaction, decomposition reaction. So if you heat that sulfuric acid alone, what will happen? It will produce sulfur dioxide along with water. Okay, sulfur dioxide, because in contact process we will dissolve with sulfur dioxide and water. Okay, reverse reaction to that preparation. Next, acidic nature. How it is act? We know that this is acid. Okay, so how they are exhibit that acidic nature? So we can take reaction with base. First, if you take with 1 mole of sodium hydroxide, sodium sulfate, as usual, salt, acid with base, salt will with water. So remaining, you just take hydrogen and oxygen becoming water. So Na2 here totally 3 hydrogen we have. So sodium bisulfate will form HSO4. Along with that we have water. Okay. If you take 2 moles of NaOH, now what will happen? Sodium sulfate Na2SO4 will form. What are the remaining? 2 hydrogen, 2 OH, becoming 2 moles of water. Okay. Then with ammonia, it will form ammonium sulfate and water. See, which is not forming now water like that. Ammonia need one more hydrogen also. With H2SO4, it will form NH4. 3 only we have already. So you take 2 hydrogen also. NH4 twice. So we have to take 2 times. Then SO4. Ammonium sulfate salt is produced. So we can confirm the acidic character of sulfuric acid. Next, we are going to see oxidizing property, because nitric acid we know very well, strong oxidizing agent. Here sulfuric acid also acting as a oxidizing agent, right? If you take sulfuric acid, it will decompose into water and SO2. What's the remaining? One nascent oxygen we will get. This is called a nascent. Okay. Now, how this oxygen is used for oxidizing other compounds like carbon, sulfur, phosphorus. First reaction with the carbon. 2 moles of sulfuric acid react with carbon. We know that carbon reacting means it will give carbon dioxide. So CO2 you remove it, water, then SO2. Now you can balance. Totally how many? 8 sulfur. So 2 moles of water, 2 moles of SO2 will form. Right. Next reaction with sulfur and sulfuric acid. Yes, with 2 moles of H2SO4. Now we will get sulfide. That means SO2. Sorry, sulfur dioxide. But here 3 moles along with water. Right. The next reaction with the phosphorus, phosphoric acid, P4 with 10 H2SO4. See this number you must remember, right? So with 10 H2SO4 gives 4 moles of phosphoric acid, H3PO4, along with formation of how much sulfur we have? 10. So 10 SO2. Out of 20, 12 is replaced for phosphate. So what's the remaining? We have 8. So 4 moles of water will form. Next with hydrogen sulfide, H2, yes, with H2SO4. So simple, it will form water. The S may removed as a sulfur dioxide as well as sulfur. See, from sulfate we will get SO2. This is sulfur alone separated. S plus SO2 with water. Okay. Next reaction, sulfuric acid is treated with HiHBr. 2 moles of hydriodic acid, HI. It will form iodine gas. It will separate iodine gas. So you have to take 2 moles of sulfuric acid here. Sorry, in our book there is a printing mistake, I hope. So it is producing only iodine gas. What will happen? We will take here 2 hydrogen, here 2. So totally 4 moles of water should come out. But in our, yes, 4 means 2 moles will come. Okay. First one by one we will eliminate. Here 2 hydrogen, 2. So 4 hydrogen, so 2 moles of water. H2O. So 2 oxygen we have removed. What's the remaining? 2 with along sulfur dioxide, iodine. We have 2 iodine, it becoming iodide. The same way you can ditto copy with the HBr. Then bromine will form 2 moles of water, SO2 with Br2. Like we can we can separate the halogen from their hydrides. Next, reaction with metals. How the sulfuric acid, usually acids react with metal will give hydrogen gas. The same will happen. Zinc with H2SO4. Zinc sulfate, ZnSO4 plus hydrogen gas will form. The next, aluminium with sulfuric acid, aluminium sulfate, Al2SO4 thrice along with that 3 moles of water. See, this high reactive metal giving like this. Now, next, with concentrated sulfuric acid, these are diluted acid. With concentrated acid, copper and lead reacting. So, copper react with concentrated sulfuric acid. It will give copper sulfate and hydrogen gas. Am I right? A small change because of least reactive metal. We are not getting this like compound. We will take 2 moles of sulfate. So, one as usual copper sulfate will form. Another SO4 will dissociate into SO2. Now what will happen? 2 oxygen is missing from SO4 because one SO4 already formed copper sulfate. Another SO4, SO2 come. So 2 oxygen missing that form 2 moles of water. Right? Next reaction with lead, the same ditto reaction. Lead with 2 moles of H2SO4, lead sulfate PbSO4 with SO2, then 2 moles of water. So you must know that similarity of the reaction, then easily you can learn for exam. Next, sulfuric, a very important note, not reacting with like noble gas, even though high reactive acid, which is not reacting with noble metals. What are they? Silver, gold and platinum. Next, reaction with salt. For example, potassium chloride with H2SO4. Now what will happen? HCl will form. One hydrogen, one Cl, HCl. What are the remaining? K, one hydrogen with sulfate. Potassium sulfate will form. The same way ditto reaction with the potassium nitrate. KCl here, not KCl, HNO3 will form, I hope. Yes. The hydrogen with NO3, HNO3 with potassium bisulfate. Both we are getting potassium bisulfate. Sodium carbonate, what will happen? Na2SO4 with H2SO4. Sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Already we got sodium carbonate, so we will get sodium sulfate. CO3 becoming CO2, then water. So Na2SO4, the remaining one CO2 with water. The last reaction with sodium bromide, H2SO4 reacting with NaBr with H2SO4. See, here also we can remember the previous one. Sodium bisulfate, Na, one H will go along with Br, HBr. So NaHSO4, sodium bisulfate with HBr will form. Sodium bisulfate. The reaction with organic compound like benzene H2, H6, C6H6 with H2SO4. Actually, it is an sulfonation reaction. So it will form sulfonated benzene. You may remember like this SO3H. Simply they may given the book C6H5SO3H along with water. Uses of sulfuric acid. We know that we can prepare many fertilizers like ammonium salt, or we can use as a fertilizers. Then Phosphate compound also we can prepare by using sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid like other nitric acid like other acid, mineral acid we can prepare. Then which is very important uses rehydrating agent. So anything we want to remove the water we can use this. Then we can use to prepare pigments and solvent, explosive compound. Here they are given test for sulfate and sulfuric acid. How you suppose if you are given with one liquid that may be sulfuric acid, how do you confirm? We can add with barium chloride, we will give barium sulfate as a white precipitate. Listen, barium chloride with H2SO4. What will happen? Barium sulfate, it will form white color precipitate. It is white PPT along with water. Sorry, HCl. Okay, so a white precipitate formed with barium chloride solution, we can confirm that is sulfuric acid. Then lead acetate with sulfuric acid, it will give another white precipitate. What is the molecular formula for lead acetate? H3CO twice Bb with H2SO4. What will happen? Lead sulfate along with acetic acid. BbSO4, which is forming white precipitate along with water. Sorry, acetic acid, because two hydrogen, two acetate compound, CH3COOH, acetic acid you make it. Yes. Then we will see some structure of oxo acids of sulfur like SO2, SO3, H2SO4. So all the structures we will see in the next video. Thank you.